Hello, Marshmallow Fanboy, back with another review video, this time on the largest Masters of the Universe Origins toy I have unboxed to date. I have Castle Grayskull, but I don't know if I'm ever going to open that. But I am going to open this one, the Wind Raider Assault Lander. I didn't have this toy as a kid. I'm not sure why I didn't have it. Maybe I wanted something else. I remember it was pretty much one toy at a time. You know, every few weeks or so as my allowance would allow it. So I think I just might have passed this one over. But this one has a cool added incentive, is that the hover display stand, the bottom part of it, fits on the upper turret of Castle Grayskull, I believe. I've seen in other reviews. So let's take a quick look at the box. I love that side art. It's very Star Wars. Of course, it's got that great gorgeous art in the back. And of course, as it is an assault lander, it looks like it has just dropped off He-Man and Man-at-Arms and Teela. And there's a little assault lander in the upper right-hand corner for the bad guys, which would be cool. I think, you know, Mattel should put that out. It might be a little bit of a repaint, maybe a different weapon on the front or something. That would probably be cool. But yeah, there it is on the back. It says it goes right on Castle Grayskull. And it shows you some of the features, like the thing that can fire out in the front, and rolling wheels, which is kind of cool. There's a lot of things you can do. This is probably super exciting for a kid, including any kids who may not already know about the property. Might just love how many ways you can play with these figures. So let's break this thing out and check it out up close. Welcome back. I've got it fully out of the package. Put Man-at-Arms at the helm. I've had a chance to play with it a little bit, take it on and off the stand and all that good stuff. It was super easy to assemble. I didn't use the instructions, so it was pretty simple. But it did come with a great assembly instructions. Also came with a thing titled "How to Play." And how to do the things, which is great, because if you don't know what it'll do, then it's great that you know what it can do. Great, more ways to play. Shows it on Castle Grayskull. Shows it taking it out of the base and plugging it into Castle Grayskull. It also has, I cut it off the back, so I'll probably store it with the Wind Raider. But it does have all the cool things that it does right on the back of the box. And of course, I have already cut the art out. So let's take a dive into this thing. First, the stand is very cool. I do like that a lot. I like that it has a bend to it, so you can bend it up. And it's stable. Stays like that. It's really nice. Can bend it down for some kind of action pose. I imagine if folks like taking photographs of their toys, something like this against a cloud background would be pretty dramatic. Of course, you could just take a regular picture, or you could tilt the sky. Yeah, you wouldn't have to tilt the sky. You would just tilt the whole photo and it would look that. So I guess I have solved my own problem. But yeah, the stand is real cool. So this part here of the stand comes right out when you lift this part out. The whole thing comes out like this. And this is the part that plugs into the turret of Castle 'That on its own is really cool. So if you're looking to display it maybe without the whole base, is still very cool. Still stays upright like that. I haven't tested it face up or face down, so let me try that. Yeah, still seems pretty stable. Let me go all the way down. And yeah, the bottom here, the grappling hook isn't hitting the ground completely. You can see the little give in there. Put it all the way back up. That is as far as that goes. But yeah, that's still rock solid. Still way solid. So wow, you can look at that. I'm just not being real careful with it at all. It just stays upright. This is real nice. Okay, let's take it off the base completely. And then you can see, as advertised, rolls on the wheels. Let me adjust to there. Rolls on the wheels. Really smooth. Really nice. Like I said, I didn't have this when I was a kid, so I can't tell you anything about how that operated. Also, for the computer, I didn't know if I wanted to display it with the computer inward, because it's a little tough to see, or you can always take the computer off. I can do this because I didn't put it all the way into the base. I just put it partially into the base. But you can have Man-at-Arms working on the computer while it's hovering above. And that would look cool also. So the computer, you can put on in either direction. I think it's more correct to put it this way because the instructions said it, but it's your toy. You do whatever you want with it. As far as the action features go, it has the grappling hook here, which you plug in and push in. This reels the line back in, and the button releases the grappling hook. So let's see, boom, like that. Then of course you just wind this. The grappling hook sort of comes back gradually, slowly, bit by bit. Gotta put it above the. It's very weak though. Once it reaches wherever it's going, you can hear it kind of click, and that's a nice feature because a lot of these sort of grappling toys, what'll happen is once the line is done moving, the thing that coils it up stops moving too. That was true of things like R2-D2, where you would have to rotate the head to lower the leg. If you rotated it back up, wherever the leg went completely back up is where the head stopped turning. And that could be really annoying. So it looks nice this way. I can plug this right back in. Click. Wind it up. You can hear that clicking because the line is completely done. The wings move up and down, so they're posable. The back fin, very cool, goes back and forth, so that's posable as well. I really, really like this toy. I think my only problem is that Man-at-Arms doesn't sit completely inside. When I put his legs straight, he sort of sinks too low in. And when I bend his knees, he sits up. But in neither position can both hands touch the controls. So it's only one at a time if you can. And the one that grips his mace sort of doesn't grab onto I can't get it into a position to grab onto the control. So I'm going to pretend that he's flying it using Alexa or Baxter if they don't have Alexa yet. I'm not actually sure which came first, though. Taking a guess. So my verdict on this is it was completely worth getting. It's super cool. It is the biggest vehicle I have for Masters of the Universe right now. I have a bunch of stuff, but I don't have this. I don't know if they've come out with a Talon. I don't have a Talon. but it's a lot larger than the Sky Sled, and it's a little bigger than Battle Cat. Battle Cat is pretty big. As I'm saying that, I'm realizing it's probably half the size. It does come with this really cool stand, which you can use with the rest of it if you sort of want it maybe next to Castle Grayskull or something like that. It would look great because it's probably colored the same as Castle Grayskull. I'm not sure. Of course, this Extreme Sets background, the dungeon, it's pretty close to the color. So that's nice too. I wonder if that was... that couldn't have been on purpose. They're two different companies. But that's my review. I had a lot of fun opening it up and taking it out and flying it around the room a little bit. And I hope that if you have it, that you've taken it out of the package and you're enjoying it. And I've seen a lot of photos online of folks who've plugged it into their Castle Grayskull, and it looks fantastic. As soon as I started playing with it a little bit, I did go online and I searched for it specifically, and a ton of people have gotten it to plug into Castle Grayskull, and it does look great. And like I said, on this stand, it's very stable. So this is the part that plugs into Castle Grayskull, and you can still tilt it up and tilt it down with no problem. But this latches in. This circular part here connects right to Castle Grayskull. So you get ultimate stability. So that's it for me on this review. This is a winner. I like this very much. It's a great addition to the collection.